Back again. All right. Talking to the moon. All right. Shout out to everybody. Had to go back to the original shit, man. It might just be slow. Fuck it. It's just gonna be slow. All right, I can't deal with that other bullshit, man. I don't have the patience for it. Fuck patience. I don't got patience for that shit. That shit just need to just work, nigga. Like all that extra shit. No, man. Niggas so smart, they stupid. Like that's one thing I don't like about technology, man. Niggas don't make shit simple, bro. Like the fuck. To my goddamn nerves that dumb shit. All right. You. All right, so where the fuck was I? This right here I want to speak on. I want to see right here. They said, apparently they say, dude got he got actual. Shut up. All right, what else? Oh yeah, he was what kicking ass on this stream. And you telling the truth, man. You telling the fucking truth. So in case you guys didn't know, yeah, Chris Brown. They got Chris Brown locked up. This nigga they turned down his bail, B. They turned his bail down. So he's supposed to stay over there in jail until goddamn I think it was June 14th.
Grammy-winning singer Chris Brown's upcoming tour now thrown into question as a British judge has just ordered him held in custody while facing allegations that he beat a music producer with a bottle in a London nightclub in 2023. The 36-year-old appeared in Manchester court to face one count of causing grievous bodily harm and was held until his next hearing, June 13th, in London. That's the same day that he's due to take the stage over in Germany on the third date of his world tour. The judge rejecting Brown's bail request after the prosecutor said the crime was, quote, extremely serious. Brown was on tour in the UK in February 2023 when he launched an unprovoked attack on that producer, striking him several times with a bottle at the Tape nightclub in the swanky Mayfair neighborhood that's over in London, according to officials there. Brown then apparently chased that producer and punched and kicked him in an attack caught on surveillance camera in front of a club full of people. Again, this is according to prosecutors and other officials in that area. Defense attorney Grace Forbes arguing that the American performer was not a flight risk and should be released. Brown was flanked by court officers in the dock. His hair was bleached blonde, and he wore sweatpants and a black T-shirt. He confirmed his name and birth date and said that his address was a local hotel where he was arrested early Thursday and taken into custody. His case was transferred to the Southwark Crown Court that is over in London, where he's expected to enter a plea to that charge. Brown's representative did not immediately respond to any request for comment from the Associated Press. And Brown, often called by his nickname of Breezy, burst onto the music scene as a teen back 20 years ago in 2005 and has become a major hitmaker. The singer is due to launch an international tour next month with several other artists opening.
Oh, fuck, man. Get one nigga out and another nigga going in, man. Shout out to Tory. Shout out to fucking Diddy. Shout out to R. Kelly. We ain't forget about you. Shout out to Chris Brown. Listen, I don't know what's going on. There's a nigga named Diddy. Just like all of the dudes with money, like it's no longer a conspiracy or is this really happening or not. These bitches is after you. Somebody is after all of this. Smokey Robinson. Like, what the fuck? What's going on with you niggas, man? What like you got a target on your back, Pop. I don't know what it is. You know, we all want to be rich and shit, but it's looking like, man, they trying to get rich niggas out of the fucking situation here. So listen, speaking on Tory Lanez, we're gonna get into Diddy, we're gonna get into Cassie, we're gonna get into that nigga thinking he, thinking that he took, you know what I'm saying, somebody's girl. I could just see it. I could just hear him telling his friends, yo, you know Diddy, the guy they call Puff Daddy, the Diddy guy? Yeah, man, his girl likes me. Yo, that bitch did him dirty, man. If you guys saw the transcripts of what they were doing over there, and when they read the transcripts of what came out today, that's a filthy bitch, man. But you already know, man, whatever chick you get with, she most likely gonna be fucking the nigga before you again before it's over. But she did him greasy. She was FaceTiming the nigga while she was there getting fucked. You know, not actually getting like right there, but she was getting fucked, went and took the phone, talked to the nigga and shit, and then went back. See, now, I gotta stick with the E-Mux. She for everybody, bro. She nasty. I surprised that bitch ain't got herpes. Baby, welcome to the party. Shout out to Blaster. Yeah, man. She's yo, that dude, and he sound like a real sucker, man. He sounded like a real sucker. Because they questioned him. And he's talking about how strong. Like, man, shut the fuck up, dude. That bitch is a whore. And you made babies with a whore, bro. I didn't know she was 32 at the time, and that nigga was 26. Oh, she's extremely experienced. But one thing I can't stand is, man, when they be like, oh, she's so strong. Is it fucking strong for what, man? How is she strong? The fucking bitches always calling themselves strong and powerful. No, the fuck you're not. You're a regular bitch. Strong because you had to go to court. Now, one thing I will say, she what do you call it? I didn't notice, but she raked up another 10 mil from the Continental. Yeah, man. The shit where she got that lawsuit from, where she got stomped out or whatever, and they hid the video. Yeah, she sued them niggas. They had to give her 10 mil, and she got officially 20 mil from Diddy from that sit down. So she up 30 mil. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, hold on. Let me erase these two. All right. How do I get rid of it? Oh, right here. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. That nigga's not gonna be able to get that shit out of his head. The shit he heard that she did, you can't get it out your head. It don't go out of your head. It never goes. When you hear some like nasty shit that your bitch did, you be like, this fucking bitch, man. Yeah, bro, this fucking bitch. You thought you had a good girl. Nah, fam. She was with all the shit. She was happy to get the freak off. She couldn't wait for the freak offs. You know, she was just enjoying the freak offs. She liked the golden shot. She liked it all. She's a nasty bitch. Definitely not the type that you would think would be a fucking mother. She shouldn't be a mother, man. But this dude made her mother. And they said that they were the photographers are funny, that they were like, congratulations on the baby to the guy. Yeah, man, congratulations on the baby, kid. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who DNA that baby gonna come out with. They got DNA from everybody up in that fucking pussy kid. Diddy. God damn. I'm trying to. Didn't I just do the. What happened? I gotta go through this again. I clicked that. Okay. Put that there. Save, right? The fuck is the problem? All right, so yeah, poor guy. But I know he thought he was doing a damn thing. He probably was cheesing. It's like, yeah, I got me a good bitch, man. I just took Diddy bitch. He took Diddy bitch, all right. To find out that she was still smashing that nigga after y'all got together is crazy. Now what they saying here? This poor nigga, man. Oh man, poor guy. Even though he was being a cocksucker because he knew what he was doing was wrong. He knew what he was doing was wrong. Even though he was being a cocksucker, I still feel a little bit sorry for him because, you know, you ain't know it was going to be like that. You ain't know your bitch was going to do you like that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to check this out just for a little bit. I like what old boy was saying.
Everyone else, they were all fighting to get next to him because they were like, man, he's easy to put a case on. They were the ones fighting to get to him. This isn't you're going to have folks saying that her fighting to get to him, oh, that's abuse. So let me get this straight. If you're trying to get away, that's abuse. Yes. And if you're fighting to get next to him, that's abuse. Yes. And if he's running to get away from you, running down the street in New York, Jonathan Majors, he's still abusing you while he's running away, right? Yes. Don't you understand that this is the psychotic, gynocentric order that you're living in here today?
Psychotic, gynocentric shit we looking at today. You know who mentioned that? That guy, Marquette from the Saint and the Sinner, that guy. He said that he noticed he watches the chart or some shit, some financial shit in the morning, every morning. He said he noticed that there are always women. So he said, yo, it seems like there's going to be a lot of women, you know, they're always talking about, they're always the go-tos when they're dealing with finance and shit like that. Pretty soon, you know, if we don't put a stop to this shit, they're going to be the ones in charge of everything and in this society and making shit harder for men. Right? And it's Brad's fault for hiring all these bitches for shit, man. You need to stop this shit because women will not be kind. They are not kind at all. I just saw a video. I'm trying to find. I just saw a video. This dude was arguing with his chick. The bitch gets like a fucking 2x4 or some long ass piece of wood. Pause. She breaks it in half so it's more manageable. Then she just starts fucking his car up with this piece of wood. Bam, 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 bam. Right? Then she tries to hit him because he calls the cops. She tries to hit him. Then when she finds the cops is coming, she messes her hair up and she picks up one of the boards and she starts hitting, it's like scratching her arm with the fucking board so that she could say, yo, yeah, look what he did to me. Sure enough, the motherfucking cops pulled up. They ain't even look at her. As soon as they pulled up, they told this nigga, yo, turn around, put your money back. So now they're in court, and the fucking judge just went off on that lady. She was like, yo, listen, you're gonna take the video. We're gonna give you the video today of her admitting that she did XYZ to get you locked up, and then you're gonna press charges on her. It's just like, yo, like the bitch actually admitted that. Here she go right here. You rat bastard. Yeah, huh? Let me see. Let me add some of this shit to me. Right here. Look at this shit. That's not it. This, man. What the fuck are you sending me?
Really? You think that smacking his car? Let's see that video. You have a video because what happened? You went back and it turns out the business has a camera.
This shit
front.
is really tweaking.
Okay, we see you walking out.
I know it ain't me. I know I did it right.
Unfortunately, there's no volume.
Sends me
right?
that shit.
Oh my God, it's not a stick, it's a 2x4. So, and then what do? You're literally, like he said, stepping on it to crack it in two so that it's more maneuverable for you?
I guess. Yeah, because it was too long.
Yeah, so that won't do. You know the right tools for the job.
Oh, come on, man.
What's he saying to you now? What are you saying to him?
I was just telling him to give me back my phone because I wanted to call the cops. Like, what he did was completely wrong. Unfortunately, the cameras weren't recording inside, so I looked like the bad person. What he was.
Well, what did you do? You stop a second. No. I need that in its full glory. Hold on. When you walked in the car right there a moment ago, why didn't you just get your phone? What was going on right there?
Oh, he wasn't just giving it to me. Like, I couldn't find my phone at all. So, and he
now,
took
according to you, what is she saying she wants before she starts hitting the car? Does she say, give me my phone or else I will hit your car because that's the only way I can summon the police?
Yeah, she was saying, where's my phone?
All right. For some reason now the goddamn laptop not connected to my phone. Lucky, man. Lucky. This is my last laptop, so I ain't gonna break this shit. But I'm really getting tired of this shit. I need a break from this shit, man. This shit is just stupid. It's just a no reason shit for me. Like there's no reason for it to act like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, look at this shit here.
Let's see that video. You have a video because what happened? You went back and it turns out the business has a camera up in front.
Right.
Okay, we see you walking out, and let's see what you do. Unfortunately, there's no volume, right? Oh my God, it's not a stick, it's a 2x4. So, and then what do? You're literally, like he said, stepping on it to crack it in two so that it's more maneuverable for you?
I guess. Yeah, because it was too long.
Yeah, so that won't do. You know the right tools for the job. What's he saying to you now? What are you saying to him?
I was just telling him to give me back my phone because I wanted to call the cops. Like, what he did was completely wrong. Unfortunately, the cameras weren't recording inside, so I looked like the bad person. What he was.
Well, what did you do? You stop a second. No. I need that in its full glory. Hold on. When you walked in the car right there a moment ago, why didn't you just get your phone? What was going on right there?
Oh, he wasn't just giving it to me. Like, I couldn't find my phone at all. So, and he
now,
took
according
it.
to you, what is she saying she wants before she starts hitting the car? Does she say, give me my phone or else I will hit your car because that's the only way I can summon the police?
Yeah, she was saying, where's my phone?
Okay, so she was asking for her phone.
She was asking for her phone.
But you didn't have it.
I didn't have it. I have mine, as you can see.
So
Look at the little rat bitch. Look at this rat bitch, man. Yo, listen, man. The prettier they are, you gotta be careful.
Let's see what happens. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Oh, my God. Oh.
She comes back.
What do you say when this happens?
I'm still looking for her phone. Look, I don't have your phone. I'm just trying.
How drunk were you two?
Well, no, we had some drinks, but I'm always keeping.
Look at that, and another, and another thing, and that's for videoing that butt, and that's for videoing the other butt. How many times does she hit your car?
For 10 minutes.
I was just fed up.
That's you on the phone doing what? Calling the police?
Yeah, I'm calling the police. Yeah, because it's already been too much. It's the neighbors are hearing, and then I said, you better calm down because they're gonna call the cops. So I said, if the cops are gonna come, I'm just gonna.
Now here she is with the stick. Wait, whack, 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 while you're calling the police.
Right.
Did you tell the police to listen? Whack. Good God above. Wait, she threw it down. Now she's going. Is she going in? What's she saying to you? She's like this. I wish there was voice.
So now she knows I'm calling the cops. So look at her. She starts messing up her hair so it could seem that I was the aggressor.
No, grabbing my hair.
Hold on, be quiet.
And then she's gonna get
grabs the other part of the stick because that one didn't get any action.
Look at what she does to her arms.
She's hitting her arms?
Yeah, she's scratching herself. That way, if the cops come and they see
this little rat motherfucker.
evidence of markings is going to show that I was the aggressor and then I was the one. So they have to hear two sides of the story. So one's going to have to go to jail.
Yo, these bitches are evil, bro. Yo, man. You know, and it was fucked up is that I really don't want to be this biased towards bitches, man. I really don't. But I know that we can't trust you. Like, I couldn't trust a goddamn thing you said. I don't care what you said that nigga did. You probably deserved it or you're lying. That's how I look at the shit. Because this shit is crazy.
So, for me to lose my patience, it really takes a lot.
Yeah, right.
I don't know about the hair stuff because she's putting her ponytail back on right now.
Right. But you did see her mark her arms, right?
I saw her take the other part of the stick and do something to her arm. What were you doing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did do like a scratch or two, just because, like I said, there was, there was 2 incidents before where, he's laid hands on me. I should have brought.
So this brat just said, yo, you know what? There was 2 incidents, but this nigga hit me before. So you ain't called the cops before. You don't mind getting hit. That's the thing. You don't mind getting hit. You know what I'm saying? If you get your way. But if you don't get your way, then it seems like that's when it's a problem. Right?
A copy of the last time that when he pulled my hair so hard.
Let me see if I've got this right.
Half of my.
You just said to me, I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. I did take a stick, the other half of the stick that I just destroyed his car with, mm-hmm. and I scratched myself so that I could lie to law enforcement and tell law enforcement that he hurt me so he could end up getting arrested. You just admitted that?
No. Well, what I'm saying is he did.
I'm not going to lie. No, I marked myself up. I actually injured myself so that I can fabricate to the police that he did it. You just said that?
Well,
how are you raised that you would have the complete confidence mm-hmm. to just look me in the eye and tell me that and think for 1 second that this is going to go well for you?
Well, the thing is that, yes, I did scratch myself, but that doesn't mean that what he did in the car was right.
Why'd you scratch yourself?
Because
why'd you scratch yourself?
It was more of like a way to finally get him to where he deserved in prison.
So let me see if I've got this.
This bitch said to get him to where he deserves in prison. If they don't get their way, if you don't do something that they like, they think you should go to prison. Bitches is donating money to that nigga who stabbed Tory Lanez up and shit like that. Like, it's just like a bunch of stupidity going around, man. I don't like, yo, this summer, and it's gonna be a bunch of niggas that's gonna get caught up during the summer and all that shit, cause niggas just be fiending for the wrong type of bitches, man. They're just fiending for the wrong type of bitches.
That's right. You scratch yourself mm-hmm. because he's a domestic violence batterer and you're a victim, mm-hmm. and you whack his car Because it's the only way to get the police out there. Okay, good. Let's see. What else happened? Wait, did she grab a stick again?
Yeah, she's going to get rid of the evidence now.
And she throws the little stick she hurt herself with in there, but you're watching where she throws it, so I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah.
And then you're talking to police and you're telling them what she's doing at each moment.
At each moment, yeah.
And why don't you, I wouldn't let her walk. Oh, there you go. Okay. Aren't you afraid oh, she did! She goes over and she hits you.
No, I was trying to grab the phone away. I wasn't trying to hit him.
Okay, go on. What have you got? So she takes it. Let's hit the car a few more times. No, she gets rid of it, and then she gets in the car. What's she doing? You're both getting
my stuff because he had my purse. I was trying to look for all my stuff because he has the thing of taking my stuff and never giving it back.
Look at her trying to break
she's trying to keep the car door open, and you're trying to what? Close the car door?
Yeah, I'm just running for safety.
Hurry!
For safety.
And then did you lock it?
Yes.
Okay.
Look,
she's doing what there? She's trying to get back.
Yeah, she's trying to mess up my rear side mirror. She bent it to the cracked it.
So now you get out because the police are approaching.
Right.
Here's the police. You tell them about the car. You tell them that she's watch this. Boom and boom, you're in custody.
Yeah, and they never do nothing to her.
Tell them that she's watch this. Boom and boom, you're in custody.
Yeah, and they never do nothing to her. Yeah, and then.
So then what?
So then they have to hear both sides.
Both sides, and then they decide to take you in and not her.
Right, and I said, look.
Did you tell them about the 2x4s?
Yeah, like.
Did they see the damage to the car?
Of course they did. And then I said, and look at
How long did you spend in jail?
I spent it like 3 days.
How much was your bail?
It was $5,000, but I paid $4,000.
Yeah, but you get the bail back.
No, you don't.
So you're talking about the fee for the bail bondsman. Your bail was a lot more than.
It was $50,000.
$50,000.
Yeah.
So you had to pay the fee to the bail bond.
They gave that nigga a $50,000 bail for that bitch. Yo, this shit is crazy.
Bondsman to post the $50,000.
Right.
So what happens to this criminal case against you?
When I got the evidence, I showed it to them, so that later on they ended up dropping the charges. So I said, well, what's going to happen to my car, you know?
The thing is, you got caught is what really happened. See, right now you would just be the crying little victim in a courtroom if there weren't video of you.
Just like Cassie.
Smacking up the guy's car and then smacking up yourself to lie to the police. Did you ever show this video to the police?
Yeah, they had it.
Yeah, but why don't they arrest her for filing a false police report? Because that's what has to happen. Because there's real victims of domestic violence out there, and they're wasting their time with the liar. Exactly. I don't understand why she's not under arrest. I'm
Lock that bitch up. That bitch behind bars.
Losing it.
I asked.
Yeah, you saw that little nervous scratch of her chin?
How come she's not going to jail for at least for
you're going to take the tape of today's proceedings, okay? And you're going to take it to the police so now they can hear how she admits that she banged herself up to make it look worse, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's better for you now, right? How do you feel watching this video?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, did she commit a crime by scratching herself and making it look like he beat her?
She committed a crime by hitting his car, yeah.
Well, that I agree with. But what about the scratching, calling the police, getting the police to arrest the guy?
She...
You don't want to say it, do you? Okay, what do you...
She did a false accusation, so...
Yo, and you know what? You know why this is funny and it's a joke? That bitch probably did that to somebody. That's why she's sitting there like that and making them face it. Because she probably did that to somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like... Maybe niggas should start cuffing their fucking heads off since you want to get charged with it anyway. Maybe that's what needs to happen. You know, if you don't put your hands on it and they come and she's like, yeah, he put his hands on me, and she makes marks on herself and you go down anyway, you might as well have fucking knocked her teeth out. You might as well. Because, yo, you're going to lie on me anyway, right? So I might as well just knock your shits out.
Yeah.
What, I mean, he's on to something. What, a false accusation is what?
Falsifying a police report.
Exactly. I mean, she is in big trouble, and it's on video. She was busted going inside the courtroom.
Really? You think that smacking his car?
So, Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. That's the type of shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? I want to check this out. This guy, he says he may have an eyewitness of the people of Tory crying, yelling for help. I ain't watched it yet, but let's see what's up.
90% of dudes rapping me and they do whatever. For those of y'all that's new to my page, in 19 years straight $, and I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I don't necessarily know about y'all, but I'm a little over this Tory thing, right? It's dragging out, it's going on and on. So after this video right here, unless there's some extremely explosive news, this will probably be the last video that I make concerning this Tory Lanez thing.
Bugging, man. We still waiting to see if this bitch is going to get locked up. We still waiting to see, make sure that he gets out. We still like we want these motherfuckers, you know. We want justice, B. This bitch lied and had this nigga up there doing 10 years. I'm waiting to see motherfuckers called in a hit and all of this shit, and they bring down Rock Nation execs or whatever. That's what I'm looking for. This motherfucker because they told Megan Thee Stallion funky ass, that other Kelsey bitch ass, and the lawyer, yo, listen, we got this coming down the pipeline. You know, I guess they gotta let them know. And then a few days later, this nigga gets stabbed up. Completely unprovoked. He been in there almost 2 years, nothing happened. All of a sudden, these bitches get word that he's getting out, and then this nigga get stabbed up. Ah, nigga, I'm waiting for more. We waiting for more. Come on, brother. What's up? Come on.
Up with, who happens to, I believe, is the founder of a group called Unite the People. That's an organization.
Yeah.
And a particular race that you are a part of got
come on.
And after that, we're gonna talk about
That's a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, you hear me? So look, this is what really happened, right? So basically, we wake up early in the morning, right? For tail line down, my door opens, right? And I walk out, and the homie's right there standing there, and he calls me over, and he's like, Savage, come here. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, bro, I'm about to get this nigga. And I was like, who? He's like, Tory. I was like, for what? And he's like, this what he's on talking shit. And I already told him, I don't play like that, bro. I'm
what?
Like, this what he's on talking shit. And I already told him.
So this nigga saying that Tory keep on talking shit.
I don't play like that, bro. I'm gonna get you if you don't stop talking shit. So then I was like, all right, don't trip. I'm right here. So then all of a sudden that fool's door opens, that fool comes out, and then that fool runs up on him, and that fool starts stabbing that fool. But you can just tell that fool got his lungs punctured, because when he was laying on the ground, he's right there yelling, help, please, stop, help. And you can just hear him breathing like, you see him popping up blood and some more shit. But it's just crazy, all these little stories going around that aren't even true, talking about there's going to be retaliation and some more shit, because if there was retaliation, it would have happened right there, you know what I'm saying? One of the blacks did try to hop up, and I told him, bro, you better sit down, bro, because if you hop up and get involved, you all know all the messages are going to jump, and it's going to be bad for you, bro. And you don't owe no money. How does a millionaire owe money in prison? That's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And there was no visits that day, so how the fuck is there going to be some shit visit? I mean, I don't know if that shit really happened, but I know that day, the homie didn't tell me nothing about this boy talking to my bitch, or he got in my bitch at visits, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what really happened. You feel me? I was right there. I'm a porter. I had to clean up his blood right there, mopping up all that fool's blood. I thought that fool died, but I guess not. But it's just crazy, all these little crazy-ass stories that are going around that aren't even true. But that's really what happened from someone that was right there, seeing the whole shit, watched it happen, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Now, a lot of times when I'll listen to an individual telling any story, and especially a prison story, what I like to look for and listen to is the individual who's telling the story, his nature of the way he tells the story. Does he seem disgruntled? Does he seem like he has an axe to grind? Does it seem like he's hateful? Or is he just relaying the story as the story occurred to him in his mind? And so when I listen to this individual on this phone call, I listened to it several times. And in my mind, this is how I'm perceiving it. I don't know about you guys, but in my mind, this dude was just telling a story. He wasn't angry about anything. He wasn't taking sides. He just told the story as the story happened. If the story happened the way he said it did, then yeah, the blacks need to get cracking. And I'm going to tell you why, because like I said earlier, prison is how prison is, right? And once again, I'm going to say that this is on a yard that's not a main line. I don't know what type of yard this is. I definitely do not believe it is a main line, right? And the reason why I feel that the blacks need to take off and get cracking is because prison is a place that has protocols and it has a way to go about doing prison time. Now, you hear during the phone call, the dude say, when he asked the individual who attacked Tory Lanez, hey man, what's up? Why are you doing it? He said, because basically the fool won't stop talking mess. So now let me tell you guys how the protocols and the procedure of something like that would have went back when I was doing time, right? So in the event you had a individual from another race clowning, horse playing, being disrespectful, the dude asked him to stop and it continued or whatever, he then would have went and got it a representative or someone who was black and said, hey man, look, your homie is getting at me. He's being foul. He's being disrespectful. And I'm asking the dude to stop, man, because I don't want it to get out of line or something along those lines. So then eventually you're going to have somebody black go talk to Tory or whoever the individual is involved in this disagreement. They're going to get both sides of the story and they're going to move forward and proceed from there. After the story comes out, after hearing both sides and after talking to Tory or whoever the individual is, the blacks may decide that, okay, this dude wasn't being disrespectful. These dudes was having a mutual conversation. They was clowning and one dude got a little offended. And that's why you have certain checks and balances and the process of going to speak to someone's people, because it's not always left and said to one man's word or one man's perception of what happened, right? So in this dude's mind, Tory Lanez was disrespecting him, right? And so he just became then judge, jury, and executioner. And so if you allow people to do that to your people in prison, then you are possibly allowing yourself to be attacked, victimized, assaulted, stabbed, basically anytime a person feels like it, right? Anytime a person in his mind feels, okay, well, you know what? This dude did something that I don't like. He had his music a little too loud. He slams his cell door too loud when he closes his cell, or any little thing that may upset him. If any group or any person in prison gets into the habit of allowing themselves to be attacked and victimized,
nigga said Nigga said you slam your cell door too loud. God damn. All right, I had something lined up too that I wanted to talk about, which was the fuck is this? Cassie threatens male escort over leaked footage. Yeah. Fuck Cassie, man. I hope that motherfucker Kevin Federline her ass. She's a whore, man. Hope that motherfucker don't want her to raise his goddamn kids. You know, there's a lot of different types of broads, man, that we've seen over the fucking course of a few years that really show how fucked up they are. Right? When I look at this ain't even this is on this is fucking what you call it. When I look at what's his broad name? The big titty bitch who tried to lie up on dude. Peanut butter can titties. As in what Joe Whitlock would say. Jason Whitlock. This broad right here. Remember this broad? She looking right in the dress though. Yeah, man. So this one here, right? This broad. This was a foul ass bitch. Right? Joy Taylor playing to sue Charlie Dixon once he was no longer useful to her. You see that? This is the type of, and it says court documents reveal that she planned to sue Charlie Dixon when he was no longer useful to her. Like, and that bitch still was working. She was still up on the thing and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's like people see what these broads got planned and all that shit, but nobody even fucking says anything. None of that shit. Another one that I recall. You remember what's that bitch? Rhoda. The Rhoda bitch. So we see what type of chick that is. Rhoda thought it would be cool to tell motherfuckers, yo, I got hit with a brick and black men stood there and ain't do a goddamn thing. Remember her? And she put a goddamn, look at that. She put a fucking GoFundMe up that raised 42 grand on that bitch. Right? So she facing charges of felony theft, deception, but has not been arrested. Whereabouts are currently unknown. This is an old article, but I'm just showing you the shit that she fucking did, right? Then, who else do we have? Oh, nobody can forget. Nobody can forget fucking the Remy Ma and Papoose situation. All right. This shit here. This is one raggedy.
Okay, so it looks like we finally know the real reason that Remy Ma has been crashing out hard over Papoose and Clarissa Shields' relationship. Because the streets are saying that Easy the Black Captain is already cheating on her. Y'all know what? After the chaotic mess that went down last year, it looks like things are not going that well between Remy and Easy. And from the look of things, Papoose does not feel bad for her and has instead been clowning her for getting cheated on after cheating on him. Y'all, it looks like we're about to see another major showdown between these two, so hold on to your lace fronts and let's break this mess down. Now, I know y'all already know this by now, but it looks like it's still kind of wild that Papoose and Remy's love story ended the way it did. I mean, he loved her so much that he risked getting sent to prison himself when he tried to smuggle a skeleton key to love for Papoose and hinted that she was going to say yes if he ever asked her to be with him.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person. You express how you feel. They express how they feel. Y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck how you felt. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing fucking hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past.
Know what I like about this chick? right here. She just said, I love having his support. I'm not used to having support like that. She ain't talking about financial. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman that can appreciate a man doing something more than just fucking giving her fucking money. I like that.
How you speak to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really.
And it looks like the things and feelings are mutual because Papoose was not shy about showing her off.
Nigga came around quick with a new joint. Came around quick with a new joint. Newer model, younger model. Oh, man. Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this certainly makes Remy salty because she has tried to cause issues between Pap and Clarissa for a while, like when she exposed her relationship last year and tried to make it seem like Papoose was only using Clarissa and didn't really like her that much. She leaked text that Clarissa sent to him where she wrote, "You'll take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter." It sounded like Clarissa was wanting Pap, who wasn't that into her, to be up front, and Remy clowned her for it, writing, "Papoose dumb self fell asleep in the phone with Clarissa, laying in my house, and he refuses to leave. This be supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary and hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you not the only one." She also claimed that Clarissa had been running a smear campaign against her, saying, "This lady Clarissa Shields and that sorry-ass publicity team been putting fake stories out about me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift for too long. I begged Pap to put out something to stop the narrative and he kept telling me just stay quiet and that's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired. Oh, and he said he would never F you cause you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world gonna see it too since you so tough, boo." Remy then went on to leak more texts where it looked like Clarissa was begging Pap for the bare minimum, saying, "I'm not happy, but I'm alright. I'ma stop. Don't want to stress you more than you already are, so I'ma just stop. How I feel is not warranted. I'm just tired of talking to you and you not hearing me, so I can't. Thank you for your honesty, though. That's always the best option. You're gonna do whatever you feel you want to do. I won't say nothing else. I asked for gifts, I'm tripping. I express I like flowers, I'm tripping. I want time to set aside dedicated to me, I'm tripping. And I don't know how to feel. I'm just laying here feeling stupid." At this point, Pap was sick and tired of Remy's BS, and so he finally replied to her, saying, "Sad to say that Remy is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media."
Oh, I ain't know that bitch cheated repeatedly. Oh, you foul ass bitch. You know how they do. That's crazy, baby. That's crazy, baby. So we had that one. Then we had...
Okay, so for everyone DMing me about my story I posted, yeah, this is actually a fact. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, and I am just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes. What this man has is...
So this raggedy bitch here decides that she want to sue little Wayne because he dumped her ass. But she comes up here and you can see when the light bulb goes off that that's what she's going to do, right?
His assistants and people coming to help kick us out today, and broke up with me on Mother's Day through text.
And her birthday's next weekend.
And her birthday's next weekend, and I leave to New York this week for all the Sports Illustrated press. When I tell you that I am absolutely unsure on how to even process my emotions, if y'all got lawyer recommendations, please send them, because so
you saw that little
You know?
That. You asking for lawyer recommendations. Oh, and he hit me in the past. Like, yo, if one thing I liked about KS, you would always say, women can easily say that this guy did this, that, and the third. But if you don't have any fucking paperwork, just shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut up. Like, why even bring it up? You don't have paperwork. You saying this guy did something to you, but you don't got paperwork. Right? There's a lot of, as a matter of fact, who else was a piece of shit that we had to deal with in I had typed it in my shit because I was like, I wanted to talk about it. God damn. I saved a lot of shit. Brittany Renner and Tim Duncan's wife. Oh, man. Tim Duncan's wife really was a piece of shit. Did y'all hear about Tim Duncan's wife? What is this? I can't believe they that they actually did that shit to what's her name, man? The guy that stabbed up Tory, that they actually donated to this nigga's shit.
You know? So, yeah, I know he has 2 girls being flown in today, and who knows how many plethora of girls he has. I've been nothing but supportive to this man, loved him till the end of the fucking world, but, like, you literally flew me up.
Loved him to the end of this. Bitches don't know what love means. She'll know what love means. Shut up. I loved him to the end of this world. Yeah, motherfuckers couldn't consider being around you every day love. They don't know what the hell that shit mean.
Tory Lanez's life is in grave danger after getting shanked in prison, and it is not looking good for him. We thought that things couldn't possibly get worse for him after getting sent to 10 years in prison and having his appeals denied, but things just got worse. Now, Tory is still in the middle of a messy legal battle with Megan Thee Stallion, and y'all can bet that all eyes are on Megan right now. Some people are pointing fingers at her and accusing her of all sorts of crazy things. But y'all know that Megan is not going to sit down and let people lie on her name like this, so let's get right into this drama, cause baby, it's about to get messy. I swear we're never going to see or hear the end of this Megan and Tory drama. It keeps getting wilder and wilder, but Tory getting stabbed just might be the icing on the cake. According to TMZ, Tory suffered a prison yard so bad he needs hospital treatment. Tory was in the yard of California Correctional Institution at Tehachapi Monday morning when another inmate him. According to multiple sources, including one in law enforcement, it's unclear what the motivation was for the attack, but one source tells us Tory was rushed by ambulance to a nearby civilian hospital in Bakersfield. Child, the way Tory stands have been dragging Megan over this, you think that she personally ordered the hit on him. They're blaming her for everything because they think that she's the one who sent him to prison. But the thing is, Megan never even filed a lawsuit against Tory in the first place. The state brought charges against him. In fact, in the first few days after the Megan didn't even reveal who it was that shot her. Instead, she told the cops at the crime scene that she had stepped on broken glass. However, Tory and his team allegedly started running a smear campaign against her, which finally caused her to snap, and she aired him out on Instagram Live.
Yes, this Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and stop lying.
The situation blew up online like wildfire because everyone had something to say, and the internet was eating it up. Tory didn't waste any time denying he shot Megan. He had his own version of what went down. Apparently, things got messy when Megan's friend, Kelsey, found out he and Megan had been sneaking around behind her back. At the time, Tory and Kelsey were seeing each other, and Megan allegedly knew that. Tory claimed Kelsey felt betrayed and snapped, especially at Megan, and that's when tensions exploded in the car.
So if this bitch, right, this just fucking retarded. This bitch sleeping with your man, right? This chick sleeping with your man, and the chick sleeping with your man shoot you, and you side against your man and get him locked up. The fuck? What the fuck is that? Are they fucking? The two chicks?
According to him, the argument between the two women is what triggered the chaos that ended with Megan getting He tweeted, "Good D had me messing with two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." After Megan came out and said Tory was the one who her, everything blew up even more. He got arrested, but he didn't stay locked up for long. He posted a $350,000 bail and was back out. Part of his release deal included a gag order, so he wasn't allowed to talk about the case in public, and he had to keep his distance from Megan. But even before it ever got to trial, Megan was already dealing with a lot. Tory stans turned on her fast, saying she was lying and just trying to ruin Tory's career. The hate wasn't just online because she also got a lot of hate.
I hate that bitch and bitches like her, yo. I hate that bitch and bitches like her. I really do. Like, I think she's fucking ugly. She's just a.
Tory Lanez's life is in grave danger after getting shanked in prison.
I think she's just a fucking piece of box. Like, niggas just be going crazy. You need to leave them bitches alone, dog. Y'all choosing the wrong bitch. Clearly the wrong bitch. No, if she look like this, nigga, you do not need that type of bitch in your life. I know, come on, man, what the fuck? I know we talk about fat bitches and shit like that. Oh, yeah, men, real high value men don't want the fat bitches and all that shit. Listen, man. Not no crazy, out of the, like, ridiculously fat, but no, of course not. But if she a little pudge, man, you might, put her on the treadmill, put her on the treadmill for 3 months, B. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave these whack bitches alone right here. So let's see what they did here, right? And this, I think this is fake, actually. Campaign created by Alexandria Megan. Let me see here. So far, they raised $2,600. Their goal is $20,000. Fans are allegedly donating funds in support of Santino Casio, guy who stabbed Tory 14 times. He's also serving time behind bars for killing his 13-year-old girlfriend when he was 22. Shot her in the motherfucking face with a shotgun. All right? He shot a 13-year-old in the face with a shotgun. So he was a pedophile. He committed two crimes against women. And then he went and committed 2 attempt murders. Right? And that's who they chose to donate money to. Just because, it's just fucking crazy, bro. So I don't put it past these bitches. Like, this that definitely seems right up their alley, something that they would do. But trying to find it, I don't find it. Alexandria Megan. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see what we come up with. And what's his name? His name is Santino. Come on, man. Santino Casio. Casio. Nah, I don't see nothing up here, man. Motherfuckers make fake posts all the time, bro. Homeboy, his shit is not up here. Yeah, that was it, man. No, this is not up there. Somebody probably thought it would be funny just to put that up there. You know how these niggas do. All right, so, damn, that hurt. All right, so Tory, right? Then they came out, oh boy, Tory Lanez's bodyguard has new evidence 1 day ago. Yeah, we saw that. Anything else about it? We pretty much saw this. Tory Lanez's father speaks, new witness claim. All right, is there anything else here? Let's see, is there anything else here? Any updates real quick. Nothing since 2 days ago. Okay. Call for a pardon. All right, nothing to do with that. Crazy. They kept this nigga in fucking jail. Damn, bro. All right. What's going on with Smokey, right? People talking about him. How old is he? This thing is 85 years old. He's 85 years old. Ain't talking about he got 4 allegations. All right. Civil lawsuit for the 4 women identified only as Jane Doe 124 accused Robinson of what their attorney John Harris calls sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, gender violence, and creating a hostile work environment. Oh my God. Was he Smokey? Smokey Robinson sought to regain ownership of his masters, specifically for his pre-1976 songs. He ultimately won the ability to reassert ownership over these recordings. This effort followed a period of dispute with his ex-wife, Claudette, who initially claimed 50% stake in the assets. Of course. Yo, man, I don't know, man. I like what's that shit called? The Mandela effect, man. I could have swore that nigga was done already, but you know, shout out to him for still being here, man. And of course, his what? Who is this? His wife? Ex-wife. His ex-wife wants 50%. God damn, bro. What? When did Smokey Robinson get his masters? All right, he got his own in 1999, so that ain't got nothing to do with it right now. Let's say 2024. What was he doing in 2024? Involved performing at various events, venues. Oh, he was still performing, including a performance on PBS's A Capital 4th. He's also had a concert at the Apollo Theater, June 29th, 2024. Additionally, he's featured in Sirius XM channel called Soul Town, which he owns and hosts. playing R&B and soul hits. Get out of here. What? And he had several upcoming concerts. Oh, so he was still getting to the money. Oh. He's still getting to the money. $150 million. He worth $150 mil. Well, okay. Okay. So now it makes sense. And this was May 6, 2025. This is recent. 150 million. He raggedy bitches, man. That's all they want. Some fucking money, B. God damn. All right. So we got that out the way there. Let me see what else we got here. Don't forget, we had the likes of who else was a big liar that stuck around? Carly Russell. You remember Carly Russell?
He is the quintessential Southern gentleman.
Right? But aside from Carly Russell, where we at? Fuck Carly Russell. You remember this bitch?
He is the quintessential Southern gentleman. He is from Beaumont, Texas. He is a man's man. He loves his sports. He's a regular guy. He's like so not here for the drama. He does not understand reality television at all. Even though I try to explain it to him, he does not get it. But he gets like the different seeds of all of these basketball teams playing in the championship, but he doesn't understand reality TV. Whatever. It's hilarious. He loves law. He's an attorney. He has a heart for those that he feels like are forgotten. Like he literally wakes up every single day and tries to like save the forgotten people. He's an amazing dad. He has become a dad to my daughter, Marley.
Now, this little girl right here, she says he became a dad to. He adopted that little girl, right? He adopted her, gave her their last name. You know what I'm saying? And all that cute, good
Southern
shit.
gentleman. Marley, he's her favorite person. And I'm like, I birthed you. I was here first. But like, she's in love with him. It's like daddy daughter. It's adorable. He's a provider. He's a protector. He has a very cool sense of humor.
So, you know, one of the funny things, bitches will say all of this shit, bro. And then when they divorce you, the favorite line is, you know that word.
But
You know
though
the
he's
word.
always like pretty straight-laced, I think it's kind of hard to see upon approach. But he's a very, very funny guy with a great sense of humor. And he loves basketball, and he loves football, and he loves Atlanta. Like, he loves Atlanta. I've never met anyone who loves Atlanta as much as him. Yeah, that's Mike.
Yeah, fuck you. Now, another raggedy motherfucker was this one here.
How did this billionaire lose $400 million in one day? We're Hello Prenup, and this is how Robert Johnson, the co-founder of Bet and America's first African-American billionaire, ended up paying out a $400 million chunk of change to his wife of 30 years when their marriage ended. Oddly enough, they did end up getting a prenup before they got married, and it even held up in court, but Sheila was awarded half of their joint assets, making it one of the biggest divorce settlements in history. Besides the fact that $400 million is a lot to pay with or without a prenup, it's even more interesting that there was was even a payout with a prenup in place. Speculate they may have had to separate property defined in the prenup for any property that they brought into the marriage, but claimed community property for any assets that were acquired while married and could be at the state's discretion as to how it could be divided up in the divorce. Since then, both have continued their business dealings, owning professional stakes in men's and women's basketball teams. And here's this for a major plot twist. 3 years later, ex-wife Sheila married William Newman Jr., the judge of the original divorce case with Robert. Let us know your thoughts. How did this billionaire lose $400 million in one day? We're Hello Prenup, and this is how Robert Johnson, the co-founder of Bet and America's first African-American billionaire, ended up paying out a $400 million chunk of change to his wife of 30 years when their marriage ended. Oddly enough, they did end up getting a prenup before they got married, and it even held up in court, but Sheila was awarded half of their joint assets, making it one of the biggest divorce settlements in history. Besides the fact that
Yeah. Irreconcilable. I was stuttering trying to say that shit, man. Yeah, that shit. Everything is fucking great. He's a provider. He's a protector. My daughter's favorite person. But I'm going to divorce him. You know, and that guy loved the shit out of her, B. He loved her the wrong way. He loved her genuinely. You can't do that, man. There was a famous line from Heat. And a guy said something along the lines of, never be too attached to something that you can't up and leave in 60 seconds when you see the heat coming from around the corner. And I was like, ooh, it's a little too long, but I get it. That was dope. Don't fucking be too attached to something that when you see the heat coming, you just can't up and go. Don't be too attached to nothing, bro. You know, so like when you see that red flag, when you see the bullshit, you start seeing the lies, or you start seeing the signs. Like y'all know the signs, right? This bitch playing the phone games. You catch her looking at her phone while y'all supposedly sleeping, and she's on her phone, but she's linked all the way over, damn near hanging off the edge of the bed on her phone, nigga. She talking to a nigga. She talking to one of us, bro. Get rid of the hoe. All right. Yeah, this shit just don't be working. All right. But this was all Chrome shit, right? All right, let's check out this dude, the business. I actually like his content. Like their shit, like these rich niggas don't have like a fucking group or something. You know, like I think they need to get in a group where you know they're advised. They need a, you know what they need? They need an organization, right? And you in this organization, you got wise men. You need like a council. And everybody pays dues to the fucking council. All these rich niggas, you pay dues to the council. Okay. In this council, you have consultants that teach you how to deal with bitches and marriage, divorce, domestic partnerships, insurance, shell corporations, hiding your fucking money from bras. You need motherfuckers, a council that teaches rich niggas how to do that. You need top-notch celebrity lawyers who are available there, you know. And those celebrity lawyers, them celebrity lawyers, they got to pay a little fee just to be what's the word I'm looking for? Just to have access to these guys. I mean, listen, like These motherfuckers need somebody. They need to belong to this thing where they could go and get their advice and talk to and network and navigate the women of the world and what they're doing with their money. They need a lot of smart motherfuckers who will just set shit up. And when you become a member, they look at all your finances, they look at all your shit, and they set it up and they show you what it looks like protected. And they explain to you what it is protected. And they ask you, do you want level A, you want level B, you want level C? Which one do you fucking want? And you become a part of this thing so that you don't get fucked. Look at what's this guy's name? Trevor Bauer, the baseball player, right? He went through that shit twice. It was a white chick, then it was a black chick. The white chick got caught up with her text messages. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have daddy choke me tonight. Da, 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 da. I need a piece of that $50 million. Then the bitch took a picture of her with him in the bed, like like all this wild shit. And then she lied, said that the nigga tried to grape her. Then the black chick did the same thing. Like there needs to be events. They need rich niggas need chaperones. You need chaperones. You need to go out to this event. Yeah, he's going to be in control of the VIP with the bitches. You let up whatever niggas come in the eye, bitch. But yo, we gonna fingerprint. You need to get these little fingerprint scanners that like, however the cops have it, where they can fingerprint and your shit come up. Like when they're in the car and they can type your name and your license and all your shit come up. They need to be able to identify these bitches ASAP before they even get in VIP. Bitch, if you ever filed any kind of allegations or anything, if you got a history of domestic violence, whether you were the receiver or the giver, bitch, you can't even come around these niggas. Yeah. You gotta start pedigreeing these bitches. There was something else I wanted to see too. Hold on. You gotta start pedigreeing these broads, man. You can't just come in. You just can't just walk in here because you got a fat ass, bitch. Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. As your fat ass loses the fight against gravity, this motherfucker's financial status is still going to defy gravity. All right, so let me see something. Hold on. Yeah. All right, where's Zip with the drip at? Right here. This is what I need. So I want to see what he was saying. It's a little off topic, but I want to see what he's saying about these guys' podcasts. I fucking hate Myron Gaines. I refuse to watch his content. Trauma. The mental effects of Cassie's testimony. Man, fuck that bitch, man. What are they talking about? They're always worried about the broad. This nigga's about to go, might be going to fucking jail and you're talking about this bitch. Come on. Let me see this here. All right, so we got the business. Let me set this up real quick. I don't know if you guys know Zip with the Drip. He's a pretty funny and entertaining character. All right. Yeah, I call him a character because he's actually what do they call those motherfuckers, man? This character, I forgot what else. This thing got a New York City Housing Authority hat on. This is the Pookie. The Pookie. Hold on. Let me show you the Pookie real quick. Funny as hell. Let's see what he's talking about.
The views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. It believes it's a pit bull, so around here we refer to it as Big Cat. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how that first episode of the Joe and Jada podcast was trash. But before we get into it, I'm going to need you to stall off on the like button.
This nigga is a hater.
And subscribe, hit the bell icon so you be notified when I drop these videos. Salute to 37,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 50,000. So if you're not already patched in, I invite you to patch in with the patch, or you can stay patched out. It's on you. All right, check it out. So, Joe and Jada, Fat Joe and Jada-Kiss, two legendary figures in the hip-hop industry, they came together to launch a podcast called the Joe and Jada Podcast. The first episode came out the other day. Mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm seeing more people saying they don't like the podcast than I'm seeing people do say they like the podcast. Nobody's really saying they don't like the podcast for the same reasons that I'm saying I don't like the podcast, you heard? Or at least that episode of the podcast. Yeah. I don't really think it's gonna work because let's get that established. He lies too much. He tells blatant lies. Like, he's a compulsive liar, and I think he's pathological with his lying too. I think he believes the lies as well. But that's another story. But I don't think. Alright, so boom, listen. I seen a few people put videos out saying that the podcast was trash, you heard? And on purpose, I didn't watch them. I was not gonna support nobody, you know what I'm saying, shooting this podcast down without seeing the podcast on my own time, and you heard. So then, after I watched their podcast, I went back and I checked on those videos that I had seen people put up saying they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And because I wanted to see why they said they didn't like it.
So why you don't like
it? If anybody would have said the same thing I'm about to say, then I wouldn't even make my video.
Come on.
They start the podcast off. Let me see. Let me make sure. They start the podcast off, right? First thing they really talking about is the Knicks comeback. Then they talk about is the Joker MVP. Then they talk about the Met Gala, Shador Sanders, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That sounds pretty good so far.
And then, like, right here, they start talking about what will make the Joe and Jada podcast different from other podcasts. I'm going to let you listen to it. Check it out.
A lot from you. I might just tune into your podcast, but this shit is just everybody. What's going to make the difference with the Joe and Jada podcast?
All right, I could tell you right now. That setup, this setup, right? If I was to start a podcast, bro, it the whole setup got to be different right here. When you have a couch and the camera's facing the couch and everybody on that motherfucker, this is telling me that whatever we going, like, I'm looking forward to whatever we're talking about being dope, being lit. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what kind of podcast they probably should have had? Or what podcast I would do? If I was them, I wouldn't be sitting down. I would be standing up. I would have a big ass room where it would be chairs, smoke. It would be a little fucking hoop, basketball hoop, maybe a pool table or some shit. And we gonna just be in there kicking it. Maybe taking some jumpers. Nigga, maybe even playing CeeLo in that bitch, man. Like, it's gonna be so much shit going on that you're gonna want to watch it just to see what the fuck we doing. Just to see who got banked. Oh, this nigga talking about $5,000 bank. Like, just like shit like that, I would do. Because if your conversation, like here, our conversation is kind of repetitive. It's not like I don't get to talk to you guys. We don't have call-ins. It's not that engaging. It's just like this is, I'm retired and I like to talk shit about bitches and things that are going on, right? But if I wanted this shit to really be lit, like I would have more engaging things. Like I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody. I need, I may need to curse somebody out. They might need to curse me out. And like just to make it engaging. Like we don't watch cable. We don't watch anything. All of this shit is just talking. It's almost like we're still in the pandemic. Where all we had was the fucking YouTube and the Tubi, Netflix, and all of that shit. It's not really engaging. Like the versus battle was dope. But you know what I'm saying? They were up, they were moving around, they were singing the songs that you knew. So for a podcast, you know what I'm saying? They got to be active during the podcast. Still have the little microphone shit on. Maybe y'all rolling dice while y'all talking about this nigga here. So y'all rolling dice, right? Boom. Right? Maybe the camera's behind you, y'all rolling dice, and then there's the screen up front of you, and then the picture comes up on the screen, and y'all start talking about the shit up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have somebody call in. Like that shit would be lit. That shit would really be lit.
Authenticity. You know what I mean? It got to be an organic conversation, right? We can't ride the wave of what's going on out here. You know what I mean? This ain't that, and that ain't this.
That ain't this.
It's cracking kids.
Oh, see, my thing is when you talk about, Dan, that's one right there. When you talk about hip hop podcasts, see, I can't salute you if you didn't go and did a show and the promoter beat you for your second half of your money, or you went to a show, the promoter don't want to pay you.
If you haven't been through the farm of what it takes.
Listen, you can't be sitting up here dissecting the albums, and that's the fucking problem we had with rap since the beginning, since the Source mics and all this shit. It's like, you ain't even played the game. You see, the reason why we love TNT so much with Chuck and Shaq, these are legends. They played the game. They know the ins and outs. When it's Jada and Joe, like we've been fucked over, we done won, we done had moments, we done had anthems. We know the game. We done got beat by the promoters. You ain't really been real unless they sick pit bulls on you when you try to get your second half.
All right, so Fat Joe's gonna exaggerate the situation. So he goes on to exaggerate a little bit more. But basically what Fat Joe says right there is, what's gonna separate them from other podcasts is, he don't respect no other hip-hop podcast that the people ain't participants in hip-hop. Like, he goes on to say, if you ain't had big records, like if you ain't a big-time rapper, you understand what I'm saying? He don't respect your opinion on hip-hop. This is why.
All right. Sorry, Zep. Sorry, Zep. That explanation was trash. All right, we're gonna see what's up. We gonna let Big West break this shit down here. Let's see what's going on here. Quick little skim through.
How you like me now? How you like me now? Ah! Yo, G-Smith, where you at?
See the difference? He just got a cell phone and he's walking around and moving. People are trying to see, in the background. It's a little bit more engaging. It's more entertaining or eye grabbing, right?
Boston. Huh.
yo, what up, y'all? This is your boy Joe Crack.
You know who it is, your boy, Diddy-Tory-Chris.
The Joe and Jada show is officially taking over the globe.
Presented to you by Boost Mobile. You know what I mean? Let's pay the bills first.
Get the whole family plan, the whole family. Get them all Boost Mobiles. They representing the Joe and Jada show. Let me tell you something. I'm throwing a flag immediately.
Flag?
And I'm calling unsportsmanlike conduct by all these other podcasts. Because I didn't get no flowers. I didn't get no champagne. I didn't even get a DM from one of these other podcasts talking about congratulations.
Started off already.
No. It's just unsportsmanlike conduct. Like, have you gotten any like, yo, kids, yo, good luck?
They ain't really welcome us with open arms.
What happened here? Like, yo.
Man, don't nobody give a fuck about that, man. Just say what you got to say. Nobody, just yo, congratulations. Nigga, it's a podcast, bro. Man, the fuck?
What's going? Nobody said, yo, you know, when I open any other kind of business, you got your coffee, I got the rewind, right? They hit you up and say, yo, congrats. They send you a little money plant, something. Ain't nobody hitting us up like, yo, we happy for you. Nobody called. Did you get a congratulations?
I would tell you now why they ain't do that shit for you, Joe. Because you went on that FBA shit. Whatever the fuck it was, you just like, niggas was just boycotting your shit. They boycotted your Just for Men shit, all of that shit, bro. So, you know, that shit, that whole Puerto Rican hip-hop, started hip-hop 50%, like whatever that argument was, that fucking argument, man, niggas wasn't feeling that shit. So you should have known how they was going to react towards this shit. You shouldn't have been expecting. Come on, man.
From other podcasts.
No. I didn't look at it that way.
I'm throwing the towel on sportsmanlike conduct because you know the train is coming, baby. The train is coming now.
The train is coming.
We went number 2 in the country on Apple.
Off one LP.
Off one EP. One episode, Jada. Off one EP. There's a reason why we're the goats of talk. And it's not a...
Oh, my God. You starting that shit already, bro? Come on, bro. What the hell is he talking about? You claiming GOAT status already?
Coincidence.
Joe is on one today.
No. There's a reason why we the goats of talk. And it's not a coincidence that the GOAT of basketball, MJ, is now an NBC commentator. You saw MJ.
You think MJ was watching us and said, I got...
Right, next.
I'm telling you, don't play with us.
Go.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's get right into
Should have
this game
sent us
4.
some flowers.
Let's get into game 4. Let's get into game 4, baby. We 3-1. What we gonna do, baby?
No, I want you lead
game 4. You know, the city. I was a little mad because we get too happy.
Let me ask you one. Is the NBA draft rigged?
I don't like to think so.
With it planned. You know, sad news in hip hop. Tory Lanez caught catch up.
What?
Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times in the yard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you hit me. Your slang today is off.
Yo, what do you want?
Slang is out of this world, isn't it?
No.
Nah, I heard that. Yeah, nah, on a serious note.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like number 2. I like number 1. And I'm bringing out the vocabulary that
on a serious note, though.
Vocab.
They hit Tory Lanez got stabbed up 14 times. They had to bring him to an outside hospital.
Try to murder him, hitting the back of his head, everything. You know, when I went to jail, although it was a little time, I chose not to go to protective custody because you feel like, yo, I'm a legendary pitcher in the Bronx. I'm telling y'all.
Softball, stickball.
Softball.
He said stickball.
Softball.
God damn. So they started 10 days ago. Let's see, Shador. Yeah, you know, like the thing is, man, like it's like you're seeing one, you're seeing them all, kind of thing. You know, you're seeing one, you're seeing them all. You know, I want some action, man. What? What's this?
Update right before you head out or go to work or before you go to sleep. We'll drop another video too, but I think I'm gonna just wait until tomorrow on that and we'll get that rolling. But update on Tory Lanez. Shock update in Tory Lanez health after he was stabbed 14 times in jail. Tory Lanez is recovering well and has been transferred back to prison days after a shock attack that left him in critical condition. The musician, 32, suffered severe injuries after he was stabbed 14 times in a Tehachapi-based California correctional institution early Monday. Now, insiders have confirmed his condition has stabilized to the point he is capable of talking and breathing without assistance. Although he was previously at a medical center in Bakersfield, California, he has now been moved back to the prison, hospital sources inform TMZ. Meanwhile, prison officials described the rapper who was behind bars for his 2020 shooting of his ex, Meg Thee Stallion, as being in fair condition. The update comes after the inmate who allegedly stabbed Tory Lanez was identified as a man serving a life sentence for a murder charge. The man who is allegedly responsible, Santiago Castillo, 42, has currently been put in restricted housing while an investigation takes place, according to TMZ. Castillo received a life sentence with the possibility of parole for second-degree murder, first-degree attempted murder, personal use of a dangerous or deadly weapon, and inflicting great bodily injury. Castillo had reportedly been involved in another violent incident during his time in prison before the alleged stabbing of Tory Lanez, who is currently serving a 10-year sentence after shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the feet nearly 5 years ago. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation disclosed that Castillo was sentenced to 6 years after he assaulted a prisoner with a deadly weapon or force likely to cause great bodily injury. He also reportedly received a 2-year sentence for possessing or manufacturing Castillo's and one Instagram, which literally including 7 weeks. The statement said, Lanez is now breathing on his own after both of his lungs collapsed and he was placed on a breathing apparatus team, which is impossible, but whatever. And deep that despite being in pain, he is talking normally in good spirits, which is impossible, but whatever. And deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants to thank everyone for their continued prayer, corrections, and rehabilitation, confirmed with dailymail.com. So, yeah. They just basically going through all of this crap again. I want to scroll up real quick to see if TMZ had anything more to say before we continue this. So it says Tory prison hospital with Tory's condition. It's terrific news for Tory, who was in a critical ill at Cal's in the back 4 times earlier. Baez told Tory was convicted. We don't really care. Castillo was placed in restricted housing pending the outcome of an investigation by prison officials. No charges have been filed yet. It's insane. Now, there was a story that came out, and I ain't gonna hold you. Regardless of what y'all may think, I think of Tory Lanez, yeah, hell nah. If this happened, check this out.
Prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the California.
All right, we saw this.
Is there going to be some visit? Stories that are going around that aren't even
not exist. So, all right, man. The blacks supposed to get it cracking, bro. Blacks got to go get it cracking. They got to go do their thing. That right there cannot exist. That type of timing, that type of BS cannot exist. So one of the things that was said to me 2 days ago, because I heard the story, I just was like, all right, and I heard it from a couple of people. Reputable individuals, but I'm thinking to myself, yeah, whatever. They said basically this, man, Tory Lanez was disrespectful to dude, so in that instance, he on his own with that one. You can't do that. In my case, I'm like this. Tory done fed a lot of you niggas. A lot of you cats is broke. A lot of you cats ain't got no family. A lot of you cats ain't got no money. A lot of you cats running around here fed now because Tory Lanez had compassion for you busters. So to me, that's how I'm seeing it as.
Nigga said busters.
And I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I done been
to juvie. I done been to jail. I ain't never been to prison. I ain't never going. Don't have any desire to want to go. Don't care about proving myself to nobody to go to prison. So I ain't really tripping on that. Shout out to 16 the Life DA Life, because I took the audio from him, but he has a whole entire video. Y'all should go check out, man. Put a pair of eyes, 2 pair of eyes, or just tell him Seti Nash sent you, and then do it that way. Because I did see that he put me in a hashtag or tagged me in one of his videos he did like a couple days ago or something like that. I'm like this though. The phrase that stuck out to me the most is when he said, I told the black, we talking about the essay, I told the black to sit down before we do this and do that. And hey, bro, listen, homie, I'm thugging. That right there, we getting it cracking right then and there. That's just me. So that is what it is. Some people gonna be on here and like, yeah, you say that because you're on the outside. Sure did, and that's what I said. What you want me to do for Tory? Regardless of any update. All right, what we got here? Yeah, Cassie's fucking Cassie's text messages was crazy. Nasty bitch. Nasty bitch. So apparently, how much you guys want to bet? Apparently, there was 10 inmates that escaped out of Louisiana prison. How much y'all want to bet bitches helped them get out? They caught one. 9 more are still out. Because that's why you don't hire females for a damn prison, bro. Cassie initiated the Diddy freak-offs, yeah. Yeah, she did, man. Yeah, this is about it, guys. We about to call it. It's gonna be a quick one tonight, unless I get the straight up second win. Let me see. Damn. Young Miami got indicted? See, this guy, Nino Brown, you got to double check your shit, because Nino Brown be great content, great as a content creator, but he's got a great thing going there. But he be wrong. He be wrong a lot. Let me see. You know who else was wrong? They had this thing saying that these white boys rolled up with fucking KKK hoods and shit on, and they got killed in Atlanta. That shit didn't happen, bro. If you take that picture of them 2 white boys and you put it in Google, it's gonna take you to an article. I think it's a road rage article or something, where those two men in that picture that they're saying were KK members who got killed in Atlanta, those 2 men were in a road rage incident where they both are fathers, and they both had their daughters in the car. So they got mad at each other, and one guy shoots the other dude's daughter. So the other guy goes and he shoots that dude's daughter. And that's what made the news. But they're telling you that these two KKK dudes went through to the hood in Atlanta and they got bodied. That's not what happened, bro. And niggas was making whole nobody nobody checks nobody verifies nothing. They literally just see the shit on the screen and then they go and make a video or shit. Nah, you gotta check that shit, bro. So you don't be looking like a fucking fool. Young man, was she indicted? It's looking like that's cap too. I only see Street Blog, Facebook, Super Radio, Street Blog TV, Nino Brown, Facebook. There you go. Man, that bitch ain't get charged. That bitch did not get charged, bro. Let's look at this shit, see what he said, dog. Look at this shit, man. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Girl, the more nastier this Diddy trial get, the more cross-eyed I get to looking at Carisha. And I ain't the only one looking at Carisha cross-eyed. Allegedly, the feds is not looking into Young Miami after some stunning allegations done surfaced of her willingly replacing Cassie's role in Diddy baby oil organization. Allegedly, Young Miami and Diddy dated from 2021 to 2023, and Young Miami was definitely outside with Diddy everywhere. Her and her best friend, Saucy, was allegedly putting leche all on Diddy's nipples for a goddamn check, as Diddy allegedly promised her a podcast deal for Carisha Please on his network. Diddy finalized the deal and appeared as the first guest on the show. But the show was all in Diddy's control because he owned the TV station that broadcast on Revo, where Carisha Please was being aired. The show started in 2022 and only lasted. All the women on the scroll, all the dancers on the pole were playing Carisha and JT. But it's ironic that Lil Uzi's skirt and Diddy definitely broke them up. They broke up by the man. Because when they finally got...
Cap. Just got a free view. Yeah, that's about it, man. We up out of here, guys. Oh. Damn. Man, that Bronx is crazy. Why would they enter the... El Chapo's family enters U.S. witness protection. Al Prophet? No. Is this true? Let me see. Carmelo Anthony allowed to graduate and receive his high school diploma with the rest of his graduating class of 2005, despite being expelled after stabbing incident involving deceased student Austin Metcalf. Okay. To do that, you gotta be out, right? According to CBS, yeah, this is true. He will graduate and receive his high school diploma. Achievement will not be disrupted, said Minister Dominique Alexander, president of NGAN. Did he get out? He's out, but damn, you gonna go? Damn, that's gonna be a little crazy. That's gonna be crazy, bro. That's gonna be crazy. All right, y'all, I'm gonna call it a wrap, guys. I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Peace.